Imagine this. You come across an online investment that seems completely legitimate. The website looks professional, the communication is polished, and your so-called advisor even meets you on video calls, walking you through every step. You see charts, dashboards, and impressive weekly profits rolling in. Everything feels secure, transparent, and trustworthy. You even start telling friends about it, because who wouldn't want a safe investment that actually works? But then one day, something changes. Your withdrawal request doesn't go through. You refresh, nothing. You call your advisor, no answer. Within hours, the website disappears, your account is locked, and your profits vanish into thin air. That's when it hits you. The returns never existed. Welcome to TrustArmor, where we help you stay alert, informed, and one step ahead of financial predators. Today, we're diving into one of the fastest growing forms of financial crime, investment fraud. It's no longer about shady emails or obvious red flags. Scammers have evolved. They now use sleek investment platforms, realistic dashboards, verified-looking domains, and even licensed-sounding names to gain your confidence. In an age of mobile banking and online investing, these traps have never been more convincing. Here's the chilling part. Once you transfer your money, even your bank may not be able to reverse it. Many victims learn too late that those secure transactions are nearly impossible to recover. That's the truth most institutions won't tell you, and it's exactly why you need to know how these scams work before they find you. Investment fraud today doesn't look like the old-fashioned get-rich-quick schemes your grandparents warned you about. It's evolved, polished, data-driven, and disturbingly professional. These scams come in several dangerous forms. Fake brokers promising guaranteed returns, clone firms copying legitimate financial institutions, Ponzi schemes disguised as exclusive opportunities, and flashy crypto projects built on nothing but hype. Here's how they pull it off. Scammers create convincing identities, complete with official-sounding business names, registration numbers that look real, and even addresses copied from actual companies. Their websites feature sleek dashboards that show your investments growing in real time. You might even get small early withdrawals just to gain your trust. Behind the scenes, though, your deposits are being siphoned into anonymous accounts or crypto wallets that vanish overnight. The secret weapon of these fraudsters isn't just technology, it's psychology. They exploit three powerful triggers. Urgency. You must invest now before the offer closes. Authority. I'm a licensed advisor with years of experience. Exclusivity. Only a few insiders are allowed into this opportunity. Once these hooks sink in, rational thinking fades. Victims stop double-checking credentials or verifying company details because they've been emotionally primed to act fast. Scammers also play the long game. They maintain regular communication, provide monthly reports, and even host webinars to keep the illusion alive. Some use deepfake videos or AI-generated faces to appear more trustworthy. It's a psychological trap dressed in professionalism. By the time victims realize what's happened, withdrawals are blocked, websites are down, and the so-called advisor has vanished, leaving behind a painful lesson about how sophisticated fraud has become. Let's talk about Mr. Ade, not his real name, a retired civil servant who had spent over 30 years serving his country. Like many retirees, he wanted to make his pension savings work for him. One day, he saw an ad on social media from a licensed investment firm offering 12% monthly returns on low-risk portfolios. The website looked impeccable. Registration numbers, testimonials, even media features. Everything felt legitimate. Mr. Ade received a call from a polite, well-spoken broker named Daniel. They held several video meetings, exchanged signed contracts, and even discussed market strategies. The firm's online dashboard showed his investment growing week after week. Daniel would message regularly, "Your portfolio is performing well, sir." Encouraged by what looked like genuine progress, Mr. Ade reinvested his profits. Then one morning, his withdrawal request didn't go through. Daniel stopped replying. The company's website displayed an error message. Within days, every form of contact disappeared. Phone lines dead, emails bouncing. Panicked, Mr. Ade contacted his bank, but it was too late. The transfers had gone through legitimate-looking international channels, leaving no clear path for reversal. Investigators later discovered the firm was part of a coordinated investment ring operating across multiple countries, targeting English-speaking retirees and professionals. What stung most wasn't just the financial loss. It was the trust he had placed in people who seemed credible. These weren't random scammers sending spam messages. They were organized criminals leveraging technology, presentation, and psychology to appear professional. Mr. Ade's story is not rare. Every day, people who've worked hard all their lives are losing everything to scams that look and sound legitimate. Scammers are masters at making fake opportunities look flawless, and that's exactly why so many intelligent people get caught. Let's walk through the key red flags that can help you spot a fraudulent investment before it costs you. First, beware of guaranteed high returns. Anytime you hear 12% monthly, double your money, or zero risk fixed income, it's a lie. Real investments fluctuate. Legitimate financial advisors will never promise guaranteed profits. They talk about potential risk-adjusted returns, not fixed ones. Second, watch for pressure tactics. Scammers use urgency to bypass your critical thinking. Phrases like limited slots available, offer expires today, or don't miss this one-time opportunity are classic manipulation tools. A genuine professional will give you time to review, verify, and decide. Third, verify licenses. Don't take screenshots as proof. Visit your country's financial regulator's website, such as the SEC, FCA, or CBN licensed institution lists. Many scammers use clone firm names, copying real company details to appear legitimate. A 5-minute verification can save you thousands. Fourth, be alert when communication happens only on WhatsApp, Telegram, or private emails. Real financial institutions use official domain addresses and maintain compliance standards. Informal communication channels are a red flag, especially when they avoid video calls or in-person meetings after initial contact. Finally, trace where your money is going. If they ask you to deposit into personal bank accounts, crypto wallets, or offshore accounts, walk away immediately. Reputable firms use verified business accounts with transparent transaction records. If a deal feels too polished, too smooth, and too perfect, that's your first warning sign. Scammers sell trust with appearance, not substance. Let's move from awareness to action, because protecting your money isn't just about fear, it's about building a safety framework that keeps you one step ahead. First, verify every investment offer with your country's official financial regulator. In Nigeria, that's the SEC. In the UK, it's the FCA in the US. The SEC, or FINRA. Go directly to their websites, not links someone sends you, and search for the company name or registration number. If it doesn't appear there, it's not real. Scammers love to copy legitimate licenses, but regulators keep updated lists of authorized firms. Second, never send money to personal or crypto wallets. Legitimate investment platforms only use corporate accounts tied to verified businesses. The moment someone asks you to transfer funds via Bitcoin, USDT, or to a broker's personal account, that's your cue to disengage. Real companies don't operate through private wallets. Third, always use official communication channels. A genuine financial firm will contact you from an official email domain, not Gmail or Yahoo. They'll have verifiable addresses, customer care lines, and compliance officers. If someone insists on chatting only through WhatsApp or Telegram, it's almost always a trap. Fourth, research before you invest. Look up company reviews on trusted watchdog platforms like Trustpilot, FINRA BrokerCheck, or Scam Advisor. A quick 10-minute search can reveal complaints, scam alerts, or fake entities that others have already reported. Fifth, consult a licensed financial advisor, someone you can independently verify. Even one professional opinion can help you spot inconsistencies in a proposal that might seem legitimate at first glance. Finally, keep emotions out of your financial decisions. Scammers feed on excitement, fear of missing out, or urgency. Don't let charisma replace logic. Pause, verify, and breathe before you transfer a single naira or dollar. This is your safe investment framework. Verify, protect, research, and decide logically. Your money deserves more than trust. It deserves proof. If you've already fallen victim to an investment scam, take a deep breath. You're not powerless. What matters most right now is acting fast and documenting everything. First, stop all payments immediately. If you've set up automatic transfers or ongoing deposits, cancel them at once. Contact your bank and explain that you've been defrauded. Provide every detail: account numbers, dates, and transaction screenshots. The sooner you report it, the higher your chance of freezing remaining funds. Second, report the fraud to national authorities. In Nigeria, that's the EFCC, or the Nigerian Police Cybercrime Unit. In other regions, use agencies like Action Fraud UK or the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3. These reports not only aid your case, but also help track global scam networks. If crypto was involved, contact the exchange immediately. Many exchanges can flag or freeze stolen assets if the report comes early enough. Next, gather all proof: messages, emails, transaction IDs, and social media profiles, and back them up securely. You'll need these for your report and potential recovery steps. Finally, warn others. Share your experience on consumer protection forums or social media. It's not about shame, it's about awareness. Every voice helps someone else avoid the same trap. Let's lock in what we've learned. Because awareness only works when it's remembered and used. No investment guarantees profit. If someone promises fixed monthly returns or risk-free income, it's a lie. Real investments fluctuate. That's the nature of markets. Always verify before you fund. Take 2 minutes to check the broker's or company's registration on your country's financial regulator website, whether that's the SEC, FCA, CBN, or similar. A legitimate firm has a verifiable license, clear address, and real executives you can trace. Never be rushed. Scammers thrive on urgency. If you feel pressured to decide today only or before others grab the slots, that's your biggest red flag. Walk away. Guard your emotions. Fraudsters don't just sell investments, they sell trust. They'll flatter, reassure, and convince you that you're missing out. Stay anchored to facts, not feelings. Remember this: awareness today saves your money tomorrow. Share what you've learned with your family and friends, because every informed person becomes part of a wider defense network. With these steps, you're not just avoiding scams, you're building a habit of financial vigilance that protects your future. Scammers thrive on secrecy, speed, and silence, but they lose power the moment you pause, question, and verify. Every time you take a minute to double-check a link, confirm a license, or talk to someone you trust before investing, you're taking control back. You are not powerless. You are prepared. You are your first and strongest line of defense. Remember, financial confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing what to question, what to ignore, and when to say no. So the next time someone promises a shortcut to wealth, you'll recognize the trap before it closes. That's what TrustArmor is all about, helping you see clearly, think critically, and stay protected. You hold the power now. Stay sharp, stay aware, and stay one step ahead. If this video opened your eyes, don't leave without subscribing and tapping the bell. TrustArmor brings you weekly insights to help you spot scams before they strike. Share your experiences or questions in the comments. Your story could be the warning someone else needs to stay safe. Every share, comment, and like helps build a stronger, more informed community that scammers can't fool. Stay vigilant, stay protected, and remember, awareness isn't fear, it's freedom. You've got TrustArmor.